book's called Wherever You Go, and one of the things I like about this book is that this book, I sort of poured all of my strong feelings into this book. I once read a quote by another writer, it might have been Alice Hoffman, who said something to the effect of, you need to feel at the end of every novel that you've put everything you have into it. Might not have been her, but somebody like that. And at the end of this book, now I look at it and I feel like I have put everything I feel about a lot of things that are very important to me in this book. It's about Israel, it's about what elements of the Jewish religion, it's about the politics, about issues that matter to me. This book in part is about extremism and the attractions of extremism and why people become fanatics and how they take their cause and how they can justify violence. And this means a lot to me, and I feel that I like the way these characters came out. To me, they're very nuanced. They're very multifaceted. There's no simplistic stuff to me in this book. And I think the reason I like this book is it feels very true to me. It feels like there's a sort of certain truths emerge in this book. I like this book because I went into this book not knowing what it was going to be about and what would emerge, and what emerged feels honest to me. And it also, the other thing that I like about this book that I think is really important, especially when you talk about fiction, is that I think it matters. And I try to tell students, if you're going to spend a lot of time, years and years of your life on a piece of work, and if you want other people to read it, it has to be about something of significance. It should be about something of value. And this means something to me because I think I didn't write this because it was an issue that I wanted to explore. I just was interested in these people to see what they would do and follow what they would do. So I wasn't going at it from an idea. I was going at it from the characters. But what emerged is something that I feel matters.
Do you choose the stories you write?
No, I don't feel like I choose the stories. I feel like I might choose some of the materials. Like I'll say, what I chose in this book, for example, was I knew I wanted to write a book about Israel and people in Israel and Americans in Israel. I chose that because I'm really interested in Americans in Israel, how they behave, why they're there, what they do when they're there. So to that extent, I chose that. And I didn't actually even choose the time frame. I originally wrote a version set back several decades. But I chose the materials. But what these people do with their lives and what their story becomes, I don't choose that. I follow characters that emerge and seem interesting, and then I see what they do. The plot comes out of the character. Now, of course, you have to hope that these people will do something interesting enough for you as the writer to write about and for a reader to read. Mm-hmm. So I don't choose it, but you have to really be alert to listen and find what it is they're doing that's interesting to bring out, and have the ability to distinguish between things that are not interesting and things that are.